Hello, fellow humans, and welcome to episode 36 of our Let's Play through the Direwolf20 1.20 mod pack. And this is Bifington's YouTube channel. I have to apologize, I haven't posted for quite some time. I've been very busy in real life. And but on the sidelines, I've been coming and making efforts towards something I've been working on this whole time. And as usual, it's a comedy of error, and then a comedy of errors, and finally you get the right thing done. And it was the easiest thing. It's just so funny. And so what I've been working on is getting our hands on all of these gems here. And particularly this flawless, well, I'm sorry, excuse me, the Ender Surge gem, flawless. I want it to be perfect, actually. And gem of the Mage Slayer. It has limited use, but get hold of some of those, and also some of these gems from the Nether. These two, I think, are from the Nether. I haven't gotten there yet, but I am just now getting some of these gems, the Frozen Queen, because I want to be fortified with the shields of the. You see down here on the chest plate, taking damage has a 12.5% chance to fortify you with Twilight shields, kind of like the things that'll rotate around you. So that's pretty cool to have. Hopefully not glitchy. And so what's going to happen next is that the very long-suffering and kind editor will slip in some videos here about the things that I've tried on camera. And I believe it starts... well, just watch the video and you'll see what happened. There's some I think there's been four attempts. 4 attempts to get my hands on those gems by 4 different means, and 3 of them failed, and the 4th one worked. So you can take a look at the videos, and the editor will slip in there, and may have to do some extra work just to make them coherent, but enjoy. Okay, that's right. So in the end, I had a system in mind that I thought could work using Botania for this, and it's right over here. I'm going to take this apart in a second. But basically, let me just shut this off before I fall into it. And I put this mod in here. It's a Chunk Loaders mod, and it's an ultimate one. It's got all this area loaded. And the whole idea here is that this flower, the Vinculotus, will teleport any Enderman that try to teleport right here to the flower, and then they'll fall into this. This is that one did. They'll fall into this portal and be teleported back to the mob grinder in that hyperbox, and then we'll get all their drops and things like that. But the thing is, this doesn't work here in the end because they don't teleport. I guess it'd be too laggy if they're all teleporting. They actually walk everywhere they go. If you look at them, they get all upset, and then they will eventually teleport. And of course, it doesn't work if you have this invisibility cloak on. It won't work. But if you get them upset, they walk right over here into the portal, and they're gone. So this is what I'm using at the center of this platform, and so we can go ahead and shut this off, and then take all the stuff out of there we want. And I did make this whole system here, and I made 4 more of the mana storage cells, which are pretty much full. I've used a little bit of mana here because occasionally they teleport, but it just doesn't work the way I thought it would. Unless somebody knows of a way to force Endermen to spawn. One thing I thought of was using a turret that would target the Enderman and shoot them, and then once they got shot, they would teleport. Or set them on fire, like incendiary rounds. Once they catch on fire, they go everywhere. So, all right, so right here, let's go ahead and make a new spell. And what we want is Underfoot, and we want block. What's it called? Conjure a Mage Block. So I'm going to conjure a Mage Block, and I want it to be extend time a little bit, okay? Let's block underfoot, create, and if you look at our Y level, we can go down really far here. And I don't know the Minecraftology of why it's important to go to the very bottom here as far as you can go, but this is what Epic Enchants does. And if you watch his videos, if you haven't watched his videos, stop watching my video. Go watch his videos. These are far better. So informative, so full of knowledge. And it's probably all correct. Mine's full of Look at the junk I have in my head for all the years. And so go down here pretty far. You know, you don't want to take end damage here, but, you know, get down there pretty far. Something right. Y5, and then go ahead and do the spell. And then take a block, because dirt is fine for this. Make sure you're flying again so you don't fall into the void. And put a block down so you're good. So that can go ahead and disappear, or you can break it, or whatever. And so now you just want to come down to the bottom of the build height. So I can't put a block there, because the other one was temporary, just disappeared. Can't put a block there, that's the bottom. And we want, it was deep slip slabs, and we want, I'm going to go ahead and start that, increase that number. All right, so we've got a first slab down. That's how this all starts. And what you want to do is shift right-click that with your building gadget, and then opening up your building gadget. I use the hotkey of G. I think that's the default. And I will go ahead and show that quickly if you want to, you know, go to options, controls, keybinds, use category, and then gadget, and then you want to go to opening your settings menu, and I have them both for the mining gadget and all the other gadgets set to G. So set those to something you know about. There you go. So we want to use G. You have to hold it for the gadget. Go to wall, go to maximum, 15. Okay. And hopefully that should build it. All right, very good. And to come out to the corners, you're going to do this 3 times. The first of 3 times to the corners. 1. This is still on the first time. This is not... Oh, I'm out of them already. No way I'm out of them. I'm going to be... Oh, I'm out of my inventory, right? But it should take them... Oh, it won't take them out of my... I didn't link that. I think you can link it with your system, and it will take them out of your system. Look, oh, I forgot to put the first... Oh, I forgot the most important thing. Oh, good start. There we go. I don't know where the first center was, but it doesn't really matter too much. There. Just see how many Endermen actually spawn. What's that? Hear that? Anyway, let's continue. Get that first mistake out of the way. All right, so that's the first set of these done. So we go to the corners. Look at them all here in the corner. Like they're having a meeting. I can see this thing. I hope that's not a problem over there. All right, so we can keep doing this. This is the second one. The second one. Second time, all the corners. Of course, there's going to be some stuff in the middle you got to fill up on here. Right there. Building the gadget makes this painless. All right, so I'm out of them again. And I go ahead and craft. There are a couple more. I didn't do that right, obviously. Yeah. Well, it's fine. Everything's fine. Remain calm. All right, so that was almost the second time. Almost done. Second time. All right, so now the third time, you need to go out to the corner again, but this time reduce this 10. Because your goal here is a 53 by 53 area. All right, so, and what you want to do now is basically fly and just click this last bit here. And it will do everything it needs to. And keep your cursor pointed at that last block. And it's got it. Okay, we're out here. It's the wrong ones. Get out here. Okay, that should be enough to finish it. Since this is the end of your block placing time. And that's it. We did it. So now we should have a 53 by 53. I think the odds are pretty good that we don't. And what does the number say? 53. Yes. How about that? Well, so now if we click this one, we head this way. See the island again. I don't like that. Anyway. 53 again. So hopefully that's far enough away. So that's one block. We're going to go up 1, 2. That'll be 3. And then we want to do... I'm going to need those slabs, right? Yeah, I got we can make a column here. Column and make that 15 up. And that should be the AFK up here. We just need to put a slab right on top of this. Back to our good old slabs here. And this will be a bottom slab. all of these are top slabs, so they can spawn on it. That's how they're actually able to spawn in here. I don't know if I went far enough. Anyway, they can spawn in here, but it's cheaper for materials. I don't know if that's really a concern for us, but anyway. It's cheaper for materials. Okay, so this is going to be the AFK area. You can put utilities up here if you want. I don't think we're going to need it. All right, so now the column's gone of dirt, and we've got the AFK area on top. Next, I want to do is build, put in the portal. Let me see. Okay, so that's a pretty good start there. What I would like to do next is get these pesky Endermen out of here. Where are you? Come on, I'm looking. Oh, I have invisibility on. They're not going to be able to see me. Now you can see me. Oh, now they're all upset. Come on. Send them over to the grinder and say goodbye. And this is going to be different than the way that Epic and Chance did this. Hopefully that's enough. I'm going to need the same number, right? I need like 2,800 of these things. Okay, so finish that up, please. They didn't go on there. Why not? Why didn't you go on there and see? Now, hopefully this works. All right, so let's just see what happens here when we get, look at it. looks so hilarious. I'm not sure. The arrows are all going kind of disjointed ways. Just make sure my magnet's on. Get this back. Here they come. Oh my god, look at that. Holy mackerel. That is a lot of Endermen going down there. It's like a big toilet. It's like a Enderman toilet. Are they... Where are they going? Somehow I broke the portal. I wonder why that is. The Enderman toilet. The portal is not working. Can I have that? Please stop. Please stop. Oh, the humanity. What happened? How did that break? I made an Enderman toilet. That is hilarious. I never thought I would have ever made an Enderman toilet. All right, so we need 8 of these. We need 80 of these. So glad I don't have to make those by hand anymore. It's so good to be in. I have all these materials now. It's just I can't. Okay, hopefully this works. Here they come. Try me. It's a little laggy. I hope the entities don't build up too high. I hope they've been killed fast enough. That's all I can say. I hope they've been killed fast enough. They seem to be... Oh, the lag is getting high. Shut off that thing. Oh my god. That's way too much. Do with that thing. Oh, I got some stuff. A lot of stuff coming through there. You know, does this have a redstone signal? If I put this down up here, will it stop it? Yes. Thank God. That is an amazing amount of stuff. Okay, this is future Bifington stepping in here to kind of show you the end or the final kind of setup down here for this platform-based mob grinder for Enderman in the end. And the difference between this system and Epic and Chance system is that these mob grinders kill the Enderman so fast that it never gets to the point where it limits the amount of spawns just by the sheer number of mobs being present. Whereas Epic and Chance uses the mob grinders, and he actually has to have the mobs whirling around the mob grinders so that they get killed, I guess uniformly. I'm not sure if that's all the explanation or what. no other way to put it. There's just a huge quantity of loot coming out of this thing. And I've got an extra absorption hopper and a lot of different ender chests to throw the stuff into. And within each one, in this one node, for instance, let's look down. So we've got a lot of different things pulling in the loot. That one and this one. It's got 4 each pulls. So it's got 4 attempts. That's per tick, I think. Yeah, 4 attempts per tick for each one to pull all the stuff out of it, so it just doesn't sit around. And then they're kind of dealing with the limit of how fast these things can actually pick things up. And so if I wanted to run this full speed, I would probably want to have at least 4 absorption hoppers. So, and then way up here in the AFK spot, what I did to kind of overcome that is that this mega torch will actually stop the Enderman from spawning. And so I have a modular router that will break it after a certain amount of time on a redstone signal, and then it will place it into this block placer, which then on a redstone signal, it's on redstone control, or required redstone to work. It will place the torch a certain amount of time. So you're actually getting like 30 seconds here and 15 seconds here. So about every 15 seconds this thing runs. Just turn it on back here. And this thing is, I click the button in here so it's paused while the redstone is active. And I've got redstone going in there so the timer's not running. As soon as I shut the lever off, you can see that this is now ticking down. And that's ticking down as well. So it breaks the torch, and it put it down pretty fast. I was not expecting that, but they do get out of sync. They should be running really, it should be 15 seconds each, but it doesn't work out that way. You got to think, and sometimes you get a short cycle, sometimes you get a longer cycle. So the other way to deal with this, instead of using this kind of mega torch handoff, is to basically reduce the size of this platform so there's a much smaller area for the mob to spawn. You'll get much fewer in there. So hopefully it's a longer one. No, it's a short one as well. So anyway, you can see it's doing a pulse kind of a method. You have to AFK here, otherwise it's not going to run. And so the whole advantage of this system, or what you get out of the system, is diamonds, netherite, and the Apotheosis mythic, basically upgrade materials. So that's what this. And if we head over to the so it's like, again, we're taking all of that armor, the netherite and diamond armor, and putting it through these salvagers, and then that goes back into the system. And since it's been running, you can go and look over here, which I haven't run it that much, but I think we had about 90,000 diamonds, so we have another 50,000 diamonds on top of that, just from that system, and then netherite here. Okay, jumping back on here, I now have the Drygmy farm here in the end, right in the end island. I didn't make it any more separate, using what is this called? Ars Energistique to do this. So I brought one of the discs here, and it's pumping using an export bus of source into the source jar, and then I'm going to put it into the mob grinder a way to get source here, and hopefully it'll transfer interdimensionally. So we'll see about that. And anyway, so I have this running, and immediately, so I have the same mobs we had in Overworld, and immediately got an Ender Search gem out of this treasure goblin. It could have also been out of the Endermen around that are also being counted. I have loaded the 3 chunks around here, so that if Endermen wander in, they can also try to harvest stuff from them. So it's going really well. Seems to be working just fine. And we are back, and so as you can see from those videos, there was a lot going on there. I really thought that flower from Botania was going to work, but as you saw, and as you know from playing the game, Endermen don't teleport in the end. They just walk around. If they were teleporting everywhere, there would be probably a lot more lag in that area than there is. And then I don't know why I tried the AFK farm from Epic Enchants. I know it generates primarily the Apotheosis materials, diamonds and netherite, but I thought there would be gems in there as well, because you're killing the Apotheosis mobs that would be spawning. Those are live spawns. Those aren't spawns that are coming from a spawner. So I thought they would be in there, and they aren't. They aren't in there. But we get our hands on a lot of diamonds and a lot of netherite. I don't know if we really needed it, but it's always good to have. And of course, you have that really funny video of the Enderman toilet, and I can explain it now. What happened is that so many mobs that make that platform so big that so many mobs spawned at once that they went down that portal, and I didn't put it on surge mode, and so it basically ran out of power and shut off. I'm thinking of making a short for that, putting it out. It's just the Enderman toilet. It's kind of a funny thing to people to watch. I guess I should show you now. I don't know if the video showed this. I would guess they have. But we can see the status of it now. Let's just walk around here and see the status of things. I get myself out of this mode. Yeah, first try. Very good. And by the way, here is the starry sky. You can see it up there now from Botania mod. Makes this starry sky. It's a little bit different than normal. So you'll see the regular stars back there, and then like closer. It seems like they're closer. These stars. And this is from the Starfield creator, Botania. And it's a pretty big area that does this. And we're going to head over here to the Ars Nouveau building. Fall in there. The Ars Nouveau building. And look at the gems. This is still, the gems are still coming. Whoa, what the heck? I did not expect that to be in here. Well, I guess it's all backed up. I'm not sure exactly what the problem here is. Apparently there's something coming in. There's all this Twilight Forest armor coming in that the system does not know what to do with. Let's look at some gems. Here, these are all of the mythic gems. So these are flawless gems that we have, and we've got 12 of the Ender Surge and 20 of the Gem of the Mage Slayer. Those come from the end area, and all the other lower rank gems are in here. We've got 467 of the just unique. There's no other lower tier of the Ender Surge gem. It just goes unique. And so it'll take 4 of those to get up to perfect. And so we have over 100 perfects in here. So I think that's, that's enough. That'll be enough. And then we've got the Gem of the Mage Slayer. We've got almost 600 of those. And they don't seem to have anything else but unique also. So unique and flawless. So, there's I think the only use for this thing is in shields. So if you look at the use in the weapons, it's light weapons is protection pierce minus armor pierce, and then heavy weapons is protection pierce or protection shred minus armor. So it's really those two perks are for PvP, because usually only players have protection. When you want to have mobs, they have armor pierce. You want to use armor pierce against mobs, and so this is a PvP gem. And also that's probably where you're going to get the magic damage from, is what you see for helmets. It ignores 15% of mage damage and heals the same, so it's really coming from players, I guess. And then shields, upon blocking, you get resistance, and so that would be the one thing that would probably do. We can see over here from the Twilight Forest, we've got some gems coming in from there. Without having to go in and kill all the mobs there, it's coming in through the Drygmies. The Drygmies are doing this, and you'll see that in a second. And so this is the hill, Twilight Forest, the medium hill that we used quite a while ago to get the gems, kill all these mobs. And I am not invisible, so they're going to all come at me. I'm going to make myself invisible just to maybe make things a little more pleasant for us in here. Alright, now they lost track of me. Well, some of them did. It's just Ham's gray. Yeah. That's all. I hope they've all forgotten about that. Alright, so here's the frustrated Drygmies can't shove anything else in here. Right now it's full. That's pretty funny. But basically we've got the kind of the same mobs we've always had in here. I can see we've got baby chicken does not give eggs. And then there's the star of the show, the treasure goblin. 6. And then a bunch of guys over here. And so here's what's happening is that these are, I have a lot of Ars Nouveau mana in there. And it's just decanting it through a export bus, which I have a short video of how that works. Basically, you just take a source jar with some source in there, it doesn't have to be full, and right-click it on this area, and it says, now let's export source. And that's all there is to it, and this is close enough proximity where this will take the source to do this little mob farm, and it's been a lot of work off camera trying to get this stuff to work. And yeah, the Drygmy farm will give you the gems via the, using the treasure goblin. You can get the gems, and it looks like we are getting them from Twilight Forest. Once I fix this problem with the armor clog and everything up, and the next thing to do is move that into the Nether and get a hold of some of those gems, which are pretty interesting. So thank you, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.